everybody, this is Ahdoom, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon Crimson Court, and in this episode we'll be looking at leveling up a few lobies to make sure we have some nice level 1s and 2s to trek through into the boss bash against the Sonorous Prophet. Again, I don't necessarily want or love or need to have a leper in the party mix, but they do make for a pretty good meat shield when we're going through an apprentice crawl in the ruins, and the ruins are a dungeon that I really love because they have secret rooms, and secret rooms are the absolute best for stuff. None of my party is cursed, which means I can go a little bit light on a few things. Most importantly though, we'll bring some medicinal herbs, some keys, some shovels, a stack of torches and a stack of food. That's probably overkill, but we're doing pretty well cash wise for the particular moment, given that we had a bumper crop last time around. I could take advantage of another bumper crop, potentially, but I'm not confident I can take out the map with the characters that I have. With that all said though, it's time for us to embark in onto the dungeon for this relatively short episode, more than likely. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, by the way. If you're a first timer here, hit that subscribe button when you get a chance. Give me a like as well, I'd appreciate that. And if you want to see the entire playlist, it should be available either in my channel or at the end of this video. And if you're already a subscriber, hey, welcome back, and thanks for coming in. This one shouldn't be too dramatic.
And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Wonderful. Now I'm going to probably make pretty clear-cut route. There's no benefit going one way or the other. Let's just skip past those books immediately. And our first battle is with a bunch of surprised maggots, which are the best kind of maggots after all. Let's try and get some kills if we can. Double critical. Absolutely amazing opening. Absolutely amazing opening. Let's follow up with a Duelist Advance just because. That's an insta-kill. Nicely done. And our riposte is now active, and hopefully we actually get a chance to get a hit in with our leper. Probably not in this instance. Nope. Too damn fast. Alright, speed is updated, is upgraded on the Arbalist. The aim with her is just to have her pop into level 3 so I can drag her along and upgrade her for future use. We'll drop the key in place right here for the glittering prizes. And was there literally nothing there? Man, that was oh, game's just a bit laggy. That was weird. I have noticed since Crimson Court has come down that a few animations and actions have been a bit slow. Not complaining, doesn't really break the game in any way. It's just something I have to be mindful of from time to time. A trap coming up, which we can spot and see and disarm quite handily with Malabis, the Highwayman. Next up we have a couple more heirlooms as well, which will come in quite handy, given that we do need, well actually it's Crest is the focus for us at the moment. That said, we're coming into a room battle. Pretty standard mix in the enemies. Just look at a courtier, a madman, a soldier, and a defender. Let's open things up with an abyssal artillery just to spread out our damage nicely. 2 6s, and that's just fine by me. Bit of stress will be taken though, and that'll probably come through as well on the courtier, who I think is relatively fast in the grand scheme of things. But no, we can actually deny him a turn. Boom, arrow to the face. Very happily done. Let's follow up with a kill on that madman, hopefully. Nope, not quite enough, unfortunately. We'll have to find a different opportunity to take him down. Graveyard Slash goes down to the leper, and there's no problem there. Axe Blade down on the Highwayman, and that gets a little bit of damage returned to riposte. Nothing that's too incredible by any measure, and let's have a look at our kills to see where we can do the best chance at damage. Again, spraying out the damage isn't going to be the right thing to do. Let's try and take out that soldier, but not quite enough because this leper is unfortunately just a level 0. Doomsday does drop, and we'll have to endure the stress there. Getting a bit concerned about stress levels, particularly on the leper, but there's not much we can really do about that. Point blank shot for 9 damage, not too shabby, and move resist there. Let's follow things on with a kill on the Bone Soldier. Done and dusted. Could have actually taken that on the Bone Defender as well, but I think he's already spoken for quite comfortably. Yes indeed. And let's do a blind fire because we know exactly where it's going. Boom! Nicely done. Speed boost as well. Nothing to sneer at whatsoever. And great gold. And we get that key back. Actually getting pretty good luck with the loot this round around. Should have already paid for trap, and that is 9 damage taken.
Lie in wait, unstrung and thirsting for blood.
Alright. 1 food check so far, nothing to worry about. Got plenty of food left to go. Empty room for us to look at, and we'll just carry directly on. Keep our torch up because we do have a sun ring and a camouflage cloak equipped, and this could be might handy. Let's see where it could best be applied. Let's try the Ultra of Light on the leper, curry favor from the gods, and get a nice damage buff which will persist through the entire dungeon. We're in dim light, so we'll torch up now. We have the surprise on an Arbalist, a courtier, a soldier, and a rebel. Should be just fine by me. I'm gonna make sure to take out that courtier early on, and that's an insta kill as well, which is fantastic. Not huge amounts of stress reduction there, but no concerns on my part at all. Could focus down on getting an insta kill on that rebel, which wouldn't be a bad call necessarily, but at the same time I wanted to make sure that I'm taking out that Arbalist, who has the best damage potential. Unfortunately, he gets the dodge in on me, which is regrettable. Next up, we could look at either doing a blind fire. That's actually a pretty good spread of damage. I don't really care where it falls, as long as it actually does the damage. 11 damage, that's a kill, and I'm happy with a speed buff. Nice, 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 nice. Chop down here, and it's just the Arbalist left. So we've taken out, 75% of their guys before they've had a chance to take an action. 4 damage taken on the occultist, and I actually might just drop a heal somewhere rather than taking a shot. But actually, we're guaranteed getting a hit in, so we may as well take it, and we can finish things off with anyone else's attack. Quarrel on the leper, 7 damage, and that's easily treated with a round of faffing. The question is, will we faff or will we wait? And I think we will faff. 5 health up on the Arbalist, but bleed does take in for 3 damage, which is relatively regrettable. Let's destroy that corpse and prevent the Arbalist from doing any damage, and put our leper in a place in which he can get the kill, as and when he feels the urge. What we'll do though is self-heal slightly to make sure that we're in as tanky a place as we possibly can be. Take that bleed in place on the Arbalist, but we will drop the heal on the occultist. Yep, that's topped off quite nicely. Bayonet jab goes down on, yep, but there is no damage dealt. And let's just drop a pistol shot to finish the round. Nicely done. Yeah, I'm going to leave that anti-venom behind because it has very minimal value to me at this stage. Check behind this door, no scouting, so it could be anything, or it could be empty, and nothing is something. Yeah, 0 is a number, it is a value, it can be done. Second hunger check, and those are coming through relatively quickly, but I hope that RNGesus smiles on me and that I can make it through this dungeon without taking any stress damage from hunger, given these guys are all pretty low and I don't want to waste too much time or money on taking care of their freaky mental state. Okay, carrying on, let's do a quick run through this corridor here. Nowhere else to go for obvious reasons. And it's a good thing we brought at least 1 shovel. This map will probably cover my costs, but it's not going to pay off massively because I have not yet scouted a secret room. Have picked up 2 webbers though in a corridor battle, but they get the jump on me. That said, there are things that can be done about this. The first is to kill them. Unfortunately, that isn't quite enough damage to seal the deal. The next is a blind fire, which kills the guy with the lowest life. That's completely fine. Web goes down on the occultist for 1 damage and a stun. He's also marked, but I'm not too concerned because I'm confident we can take up. Well, Slippery Sucker is dodging these shots left, right, and center. There we go. Leper brings it home. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Look, I'm going to leave that blood behind because from a blood standpoint, we're doing pretty well back at the Hamlet. Let's press on into this room and see what we have to see. Now, this is 100% of room battles. What again? That's pretty much spoken for. We know exactly where we have to go. No options, no thinking. It's just pressing on bravely down the way. Now, here's where we start to make some choices. We've got 2 torch left. I don't actually think that I need it. I'm happy to pick that up. Confident that we're not going to have an obstacle, but I'm not 100% that's not going to happen. What we will do though is buff up the and take that journal page there if we can. Citrine we can probably leave behind. Bandages need to cover the cost of those bandages, so we'll drop those down there, and medicinal herbs might have a use with debuffs potentially. Get a torch in the corridor, fortunately, so we can keep ourselves at radiant despite the fact that we dropped all of our torches. And we have some bloodsuckers. They're low level, but they're still bloodsuckers, and they are deserving of our fear and respect. That is absolutely for certain. Let's get some damage on the back rows to open things up. Yeah, that kill is worth it for me. I don't want to be taking any more stress than I have to on these guys. Let's get a duelist advance started. Probably on the back row to get us close to the kill, or the front row to help us seal the deal. Front row to help us seal the deal, I think, with Leper. As long as we're taking somebody out, it's going to be fine. Enraging Sight goes down to the Occultist, who dodges. Lovely jubbly. Predigestion goes down, but is dodged and earns us a riposte as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Once again, and this time again, Blight does take, unfortunately, but we're practically at the last combat, and I'm not too worried. We'll focus on the Gatekeeper, because if he gets to escape, then we get to have some problems. Golly gosh, so that Blight is of slight concern to us. The point-blank shot, the Gatekeeper is taken care of, and we're in a much better place. We'll probably drop a weird reconstruction. Yeah, just to top this guy off. I think so. Up by 11, less worried now about those 4 points of Blight damage, and let's drop a Blind Fire. Any place we get the shot is going to be a kill, practically, so I'm happy with that. Gather Blood goes down onto the Arbalist, 4 damage taken, he advances forward, and there are no other ill effects, which leaves him open to a crit, chop, kill shot. Wow, say that 3 times fast. Right, busts are pretty worthwhile. Invitations and Blood I'm not hurting for, so we'll leave that be for the moment. We do have a debuff in place, so we'll take care of that with that before we throw things out. We'll drop a key in place on this locked display cabinet, and we're looking just fine. Again, I'm not expecting to have any obstacles in play, so I will drop the shovel for the moment. We'll have 1 key in case of a chest. In this room, we're still in Radiant mode as well, and we're just fine. A Rebel, a Brawler, a Courtier, and an Acolyte, with these stressor units being the ones we're probably going to be focusing on right off the cuff. Chance for an insta-kill on the back row, and we'll take it. Nicely done. Nicely done there. Next up, we'll probably drop a, melee attack down on that Courtier, and hopefully we can finish him off with the nice dodge as well. Alright, we're getting really lucky with a lot of these rolls. Let's finish off that Courtier and suffer the damage. Again, we don't need to worry about hit points now, because this is the last combat we're going to have to face. Red for the Old Gods goes down, but it's dodged, and the riposte goes in for some pretty healthy damage. Bump the Knight on the, Leper, but the Leper will have none of it. Sidestepping like an absolute pro. Let's focus down on the Brawler. Easy done. 21 damage. Healthy damage there, absolutely. And Blind Fire now to, crit kill. Boom shakalaka. Well bloody done.
The blood quickens.
We will drop this food that is worth less than the key, I think. May as well have a bit of a nosh. Not that it's particularly relevant, it's just one of those things, smoke them if you got them, as the old saying goes. Suit of armor won't do much more than give me a bit of a buff, but, may as well use it. And that's dungeon. Right, let's get back to the Hamlet. This has been a pretty short one, which isn't a problem. The last video was epically long. I think it came in like an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I try and keep these things fast if I can. Pick up about 8.5, 8 and 3/4 gold. Pretty good stack of 20 crests, as well as 4 deeds, 1 portrait, and 10 busts. That will come in relatively handy. We should have some level ups here. Yes, we do. Danvers goes up and picks up Gambler and Faded. Faded is quite handy. Castellan as well, levels up to 3. Picks up Zoophobia, which is going to be potentially problematic in the wield. And if we have the time, and if we have the money, and if we have the inclination, we will certainly cure her of that unpleasantness.
You will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Brimu gambled and won us a trinket. Don't see that happening every day. And recovered 55 health and 55 stress and is longer masochistic. What's her stress level at, though? Still pretty high. Reynold picked up 45 stress resist, because again, none of these things are upgraded. Bosk is thirsting for the blood. Bellicott has controlled his urges, and there is a real thirst going through the Hamlet. But I think we're going to be okay, because our blood supply is like 40, 45, I think, so I'm not particularly worried. I'll do a quick check-in on the Graveyard. Remember the Fallen, Osmond, Quinkernon, and Thorell. Thorell, particularly, you are missed, but Buran has stepped into your shoes, hopefully for the win. Do a quick check in the Stagecoach, because we have a few empty slots, and oh my god, yes indeed, I do not mind at all if I pick up an Adventurer Vestal. Let's do a quick check here on her abilities. Almost the way I like her. Mercurial and Hieromania are her negative quirks. We'll just pick her straight up, because goddamn, they are awesome. We also need a Hellion for a boss bash coming up, and we will probably... Question is, do I keep Marriage or not? Pick up a second Jester. Look, Jester-wise, we have a level 1. We should be okay. Let's look at our Hellions. Let's pick up another Hellion here to round out the party and take out that boss. I appreciate that I did have a level 1 occultist I could have picked up instead, but looking through here, our occultist roster is pretty damn healthy, and that's something that we can probably afford to leave be for the moment at least. In the meantime, we have some upgrades we can make, we have some quirks we can get rid of, and I'll do all of those off camera, but I think I'll just do a quick check of what the options are available to me in terms of buffs. Okay, so what I'm looking for is a bumper crop event, and I have one in a medium match, which is fantastic. In fact, what I might just do again, given just to make sure that my money situation isn't negatively affected, is do the bumper crop thing, gather those grain sacks, and then with everything being free, I'll jump into the courtyard and hopefully take out the Baron. But in the meantime, I need to do some stuff off camera, just to back of house faff, party maintenance, upgrade, and keep the pain train rolling. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. My name is Ahdoom. As always, if you're a new visitor, hit that subscribe button, check out the playlist, and catch up to where we're at from the beginning to the end. And for everyone else, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys next time.